You said good morning to your dog today. You used their name. You used that voice, the one you only use with them. And you walked away thinking they understood every word of it. They didn't. Not the way you think. Not even close. According to neuroscientists who've put dogs inside MRI machines and scanned their brains while humans spoke to them, what your dog actually hears when you talk is almost nothing like what's coming out of your mouth. They're not processing your sentences. They're not following your words. They're doing something far stranger, far more sophisticated, and far more emotional than language. And once you understand what it is, you'll never talk to your dog the same way again. Welcome back to Paw and Soul. Subscribe right now, because in the next few minutes, science is going to rewrite the most important conversation in your life. The one you have every single day with the animal who's been listening harder than you ever realized. Here's what the science actually found. In 2016, a team of researchers at Eötvös Loránd University in Hungary did something nobody had done before. They trained 13 dogs to lie completely still inside an fMRI machine. No sedation, no restraints, while their owners spoke to them. And what they saw on those brain scans changed everything. We thought we knew about how dogs listen. Your dog isn't processing your voice the way you process theirs. They're splitting it in two. The words you say are processed on one side of their brain. The tone you use is processed on the other. Two separate tracks, running at the same time, analyzed independently, and only when both tracks agree does your dog's reward center actually light up. That means every time you talk to your dog, they're not hearing a sentence. They're running a real-time consistency check between what you said and how you said it. And the tone track is the one running the entire conversation. We'll get to why in a moment, but first, you need to understand what your dog actually hears when you say the 4 words you say to them more than any others. The 4 words you say to your dog more than any others, good boy or good girl, almost never land the way you intend them to. Here's why. In that same Hungarian study, researchers found that the reward center in a dog's brain, the part that registers genuine praise, only activates when the word and the tone match. Say, good boy in a flat, distracted voice while you're scrolling your phone, and your dog's brain registers it as neutral. Nothing. Empty air. Say complete nonsense in a warm, excited tone, and the same reward center lights up like a Christmas tree. The translation: your dog doesn't hear the praise, they hear the feeling behind it. A good boy thrown over your shoulder while you're walking out the door is, to your dog, not praise at all. It's noise. This one is harder to accept. Your dog doesn't hear their name the way you hear yours. To you, your name is identity. To your dog, their name is a cue, a sound that predicts what's about to happen. That's it. There's no concept of self attached to it. Which is why dogs whose names get used mostly during scolding. Max, no. Max, stop. Max, get down. Slowly start to flinch at the sound of their own name. They've learned the pattern. The sound predicts trouble. The dogs who come running joyfully when called aren't responding to their identity. They're responding to a sound their brain has tagged as the reliable predictor of good things. Same word. Completely different neurological event. Here's the number researchers keep coming back to. The average family dog reliably understands around 165 distinct words. Exceptional dogs go much further. A border collie named Chaser, studied for years at Wofford College, learned the names of 1,022 individual objects and could retrieve them on command. But here's the part that matters. Even Chaser wasn't processing language the way you do. She was building sound-to-outcome maps. Every word your dog knows is a sound paired with a consequence. Walk doesn't mean walk. It means the sequence that ends with us going outside. Dinner doesn't mean dinner. It means the sound that precedes food appearing in the bowl. Your dog isn't learning your language. They're learning your patterns. And they're keeping a far more detailed inventory of those patterns than you'd ever guess. This is the one that changes everything. Research on canine communication consistently shows that the majority of what your dog receives from you isn't auditory at all. It's your posture, your breathing rate, the tension in your shoulders, the micro expressions on your face, The chemistry of your skin, which shifts measurably when you're stressed, anxious, excited, or afraid. Your dog reads all of it simultaneously, in real time, every second you're in the room with them. Which means when you say, "It's okay," in a tight voice with a tense jaw and shallow breathing, your dog doesn't hear "it's okay." They hear the contradiction. And in a contradiction between your words and your body, your dog will always trust your body. This is why your dog seems to know you're upset before you've said anything. It's why they get nervous at the vet before you've even opened the car door. It's why the calmest words in the world won't soothe a dog whose human is internally panicking. You are not hiding anything from your dog. You never have been. Now here's what nobody tells you. Every time you talk to your dog, they are doing something you have never once done for them in return. They are running a full-body translation, tone on one track, words on another. Your posture, your breathing, your scent, your face, all of it analyzed at the same time, cross-checked against every pattern they've ever learned about you, and assembled into a single best guess about what you actually mean. They do this in under a second, every single time. And when the signals line up, calm voice, calm body, familiar tone, your dog relaxes into the message and trusts it completely. But when the signals contradict each other, gentle words wrapped around a tense body, a soft voice paired with shallow breathing, your dog freezes. They don't know which version of you to believe, so they default to the loudest signal in the room, which is almost never the one coming out of your mouth. This is why your dog sometimes seems to ignore you. They're not ignoring you. They're stuck between two versions of you that don't match. For somewhere between 15 and 40,000 years, dogs have evolved alongside humans doing exactly this work. No other animal on Earth has spent that long learning to read us. Not chimpanzees, not dolphins, not cats. Dogs are the only species that crossed that bridge with us, and they crossed it by becoming the most careful listeners we have ever lived with. So when your dog tilts their head at you, when they go still while you're speaking, when they watch your face just a little too long, that is not confusion. That is a 15,000-year-old animal doing the work of understanding a human who has never once tried that hard to understand them back. So here's what you do with all of this. 3 small shifts, starting tomorrow morning. First, match your tone to your meaning. If you're praising your dog, sound like you mean it. A flat "good boy" thrown over your shoulder isn't praise, it's noise. Your dog's brain needs the word and the warmth to agree before any of it actually lands. Second, stop using their name as a warning. Every time you say their name before something they don't like, you're slowly teaching their brain to flinch at the sound of it. Use their name for the good moments. Use a different word for the corrections. Watch how fast they start running toward the sound of you instead of away from it. Third, before you check your dog's behavior, check your own body, your shoulders, your jaw, your breath. Your dog is reading all of it before you've said a single word. The calmest sentence in the world won't reach a dog whose human is quietly bracing for something. Fix the body first. The words will follow. That's it. 3 shifts, free, permanent. And your dog will notice the difference in days, not weeks. The next time you talk to your dog, remember, they're not just hearing you, they're reading you, all of you, every breath, every glance, every small thing you thought they were missing. They've been doing it their entire life, hoping the day would come when you finally noticed they were listening that hard. Today's the day they get noticed back. If this changed something for you, share it with one person whose dog deserves to be understood. Subscribe to Paw and Soul and drop a comment with the one thing you say to your dog most often. We read every single one.